All right, so tell me, what's one unfair thing life has done to you, and how has it shaped your understanding on how you relate with humans?
Get ready, get ready.
That will be the day I got fired from my job 3 months after I helped them won a contract they've been struggling to get for the past 3 years.
Carry on.
I've just gotten my first real job and I love this job so dearly. It was a mid-size logistic and security support company. We handle contracts for estates, private firms, sometimes even government-related supply chains. So when I joined, there was this one contract everyone was talking about. It was a corporate security and asset tracking contract. It was a very big company, and I know you know what I mean. Now, the company I work with, I found out, like I earlier said, they've been chasing this contract for the past 3 years, but still nothing worked. And by the very time I came in, they've already given up. But they were just trying again out of routine. Remember, I said I was new, so nobody really expected anything from me. So I was just there, observing, listening, and learning. That was when it hit me. Something didn't make sense with their approach. That's my company's approach. Because every time they talked about the contract, they just focused mainly on what they could offer. But nobody was talking about what the clients actually feared. So I went back to the beginning and I studied the company we were bidding for. Not just their business, I studied their history and I found something.
What?
2 years before that contract, they had an internal breach. And it's not something you find easily, but it really cost them a lot. It cost them money, reputation, and trust. Now that there is their real problem. Trust, not the security my company is offering. So I changed the approach. Instead of writing another proposal on what we could do, I structured it around what they already lost.
How?
I broke it down to where the breach could have happened and why traditional security wouldn't have caught it and how insiders' threats are usually ignored. Then I proposed something different. A layered system. A layered system is a way of organizing systems into different levels, where each layer has a specific job and only interacts with the layer directly above or below. My proposal didn't just contain guards and cameras, but behavioral tracking, access pattern monitoring, and internal audit triggers. Something that made it harder for insiders to exploit. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Bombastic side eye.
So when I presented these ideas to my immediate supervisors, they looked at me as if I was doing too much. But then one senior manager said, let her try. So they allowed me to sit in during the final presentation. That day, I didn't talk like someone that was trying to sell service.
Okay.
I spoke like someone who understood their pain. I said to them that you don't have a security problem, you have a trust problem. And until you fix that, no system will protect you. And then the room changed. For the first time, they were actually listening. After that, we didn't just win the contract, we beat companies that have been in the industry for over 10 years. Wow! After that day, everything changed for me in that company. People started noticing me, calling me for meetings, and asking for my input. And that's when he noticed me, a senior executive. He's not the owner, but he's powerful enough to influence decisions. So at first, it was normal. He was giving me guidance, ideas, and even mentorship. Then it changed. It started getting all personal. Compliments that had nothing to do with work, late night calls, but I never for once encouraged it. And I didn't react immediately either. I just kept it respectful. Then one day, he said he liked me and things like that. He made attempts and tried to force himself on me. I didn't panic at first. I tried to compose myself and I said, sir, I'm sorry, I'm in a relationship. I cannot be doing this, not with you and not with anyone.
Did you hear the way he said it?
Anyway, he took it lightly. So I thought though, and he said you understand, that I should go back to work and not let this affect anything. And in that moment, I believed him. And that day was on a Thursday. So the next week being Monday, I resumed work. HR called me and handed me a letter. When I opened it, it was a letter of termination.
What? What's up?
Just organizational structure. That's what they told me. I didn't argue because I understood what happened, but I didn't want to say a word. I just left the office crying bitterly. 3 months after helping them win a contract, boom, just like that, I was let off.
Oh, God.
I lost that opportunity, but at least I kept my value. And that time, that was all I had. And remember when I said I really loved this job? I mean, it is what it is.
So we don't have the capacity.
So that day I went back home, not angry, just quiet. Because when something like that happens to you, you don't even know how to react immediately. You just sit with it. So days passed, weeks. I was just praying and job hunting for a job like that because I really loved what I do there. Anyways, moving on. One evening like that, something unexpectedly happened.
What's up?
You remember that company we won the contract from, right?
Yes.
They reached out. At first, I thought it was just a routine follow-up, maybe documentation or clarification. But when I got there, it wasn't that. They asked me a simple question. Why are you no longer with the company? That was when I knew they knew something is happening. And me, I didn't go there to expose anybody. And honestly, I didn't want anything to happen to the company that I left. Because at the end of the day, that contract was built on my work too. So I answered them carefully and I said, I'm no longer with them due to internal decision, but the system we proposed still stands. They looked at me for a while and one of them said, you understand this system than anyone we have spoken to. But they didn't push me to say more. They just said, thank you for being professional, and so I left. 2 weeks later, I got a call from them. This time when I came, they offered me a role.
Oh my God!
They brought me in as a junior security strategy analyst at first. Then within months, I moved into operation and risk lead for the same contract, just from the other side.
Please make our story change more for this house.
So you see, life has a way of balancing things later on.
Exactly.
I had what happened. An internal review was done to that company they fired me from. Because in contract like that, performance is monitored closely and questions started coming in. Because why would someone who designed a working system be removed suddenly?
I wonder.
Eventually, the truth came out. The same person who approached me in the former company was investigated. He lost his position, but he still works in the company. But this time around, under people who he used to be their boss.
That's very good.
And me, I moved forward. I grew, I learned, and I became better. And today, I'm in a much higher position than I ever imagined at my early age.
Hey, come on, hey!
And sometimes I sit down and think, if I had made a temporal decision because I wanted to keep my position, it would have cost me a permanent consequence and my story would have been different. Because that's what people don't understand. Not every opportunity is worth it, and not every yes is growth. Some decisions feel small in a moment, but they follow you for a long time. And some moments test you, not with difficulty, but with compromise. You will be given a choice between what is easy and what is right. And the truth is, the easy one usually looks more rewarding at first, but it doesn't last. So you have to think beyond now and ask yourself, what will this cost me later? Because those temporal comforts you see as nothing can create permanent damage. And sometimes, losing something in the moment is what protects your future. Now in my case, if I had said yes that day, I might still have kept my job, but I would have lost the future I'm living in now. So let me ask you, will you go out of your way and lose yourself just to keep a temporary position? Or will you stand your ground and build a future that actually lasts? That decision is up to you to make.